and take care of me. 24/7, answer your phone.
Oh, I had a question for you, Andre. Wow, I had it all well thought out in a great sentence. Way too long. So working in a hotel where 80%, you said 80% of your rooms on a good, not a great night are comped. Like a fantastic night, 100%, but like on a great night are comped. How do y'all go in? How am I wording this? Wow.
So I'll say,
just can you talk a little bit about that? That's
regardless of that 80-20%, it's ran just like a regular hotel. You still have to clean the rooms. They still have to have a clean room. They have to have a nice bed, make sure everything, all the amenities in the room. So that part actually, it's just the revenue side of it is a little bit different. We have like a comp hotel rate, and it's kind of funny money because it's not really them paying for it. But as far as how you actually run the hotels, it's just like running a Marriott.
And then I work for Marriott. So and again, like the hotels.
Well, I'm gonna stop you right here real quick. The only other difference between running a normal hotel and a casino hotel, if somebody comes in and there's no room available in the system, and they tell them no, they turn them down without calling Andre, myself, or Trudy, who runs our casino marketing, I will choke them. The reason I'm saying that because they don't know if that could be a player that's very well established with it, I'll find them a room somewhere. Like we will find them a room. So that's the only difference between a normal hotel and a casino hotel. Like if somebody comes to a normal hotel, we're full, no occupancy, they gotta go somewhere else. You don't do that without calling one of us three, just to know, because if it's a player and they move him out, I'll have a nervous breakdown.
Now that part is different too. Yeah. So basically, let's say Romeo calls at midnight and we're sold out. We don't have any rooms. We typically will have something. So what we would do, we would take in his player, and then the person that's coming in paying the $300 rate, we'll move them to another hotel because they're not worth as much to us. Unfortunately, it's weird, but
it's terrible. But that's how the casino business works.
Yeah, we'll always take in a player that is worth us taking them in. If it's a $50 player, we're sold out. But if it's $1 million customer, we'll move people around and we'll move people to other hotels to make sure we can get them in.
And would you usually that smaller time person would you like say comp that room for that other person? Hey, I'm really sorry.
We would.
We would. We'll take care of it.
It's still like a walk in at
we would walk in just like a regular hotel. Unfortunately, we're out of rooms tonight, but we'll be taking care of your room at Gold Strike or wherever we are moving them to. So a lot of times those customers are easy to walk because they were paying $300. Now they get a free room, and the two places are walking distance, so they're not going to be too pissed about it.
In regards to housekeeping, people, do y'all are 24 hours? Is that right?
We are.
So like people, do your housekeeping have like set hours that they go in, but people can be coming in and out at all hours of the day, like because our housekeepers only work for certain hours a day, and then we have like a houseman who can go in and do small stuff. But like, do you guys have 24-hour housekeeping as well?
We do, because we have two hotels. There's 500 rooms in one, 135 rooms in the other one. So we have people 24/7. To clean rooms, deliver amenities. Somebody needs an iron or something at 2 o'clock in the morning. We'll have somebody take it out, towels. Just like a traditional hotel, large hotel. We have people 24/7.
So if one place doesn't have a room for a guest, do you just move them to another place that has available rooms?
We would. In that particular case, if we get a call and there's a huge player that's coming in, but we don't have a ton of rooms, we would take them in and we would strategically go through let's say there's 50 arrivals left. We'd go through those 50 arrivals and say, okay, these two people are paying for the room. They're paying $300 for tonight. We're going to move these two people to another hotel, and we're going to take in these two big players. Nobody ever knows that. This is all stuff kind of
behind the
scenes.
Stuff,
so as that person comes to the front desk, we would just tell them, just like a regular hotel, unfortunately, we're fully committed tonight, so we're going to be moving you over to another hotel, but we'll be taking care of your room. But really, we just took in $1 million player. Nobody knows that.
So what is Caesar's biggest casino?
Caesar's Palace.
Caesar's Palace.
Hands down.
That's the mothership.
That is the mothership. That's the mother lode. That's Now, we do have the one in Cherokee, North Carolina, is probably the second revenue generator. It's an Indian reservation that we manage. It's Harrah's Cherokee, but it's not ours. So it's ran by the tribe, the Cherokee tribe, and we manage it for them. So there's only two people that get paid by the company. That it's the GM and the AGM over there. Everybody else is on the tribe, under the tribe's legislator.
I know you have some other questions, because you gotta prepare them, because you're gonna turn them in.
Got another funny story if y'all want to hear it. Though. Y'all can. The guy's dead, so I can use it now. He passed away. No. He was a great friend of mine. He
didn't die at your place, did he?
No. I had that too. I had that happen. That killed me. Yeah, that killed me. No, that story is. I'll tell it because it happened. But anyway, so this dude used to own about 70 Shell gas stations around the state of Mississippi and Tennessee, but he always came into the casino with a stuffed monkey, like literally this big, right? They go to the blackjack table, sit down, him and the monkey, he'll play two hands at $5,000 a hand, and if the monkey busts, he'll go off on the monkey, and you stupid son of a gun, I told you not to hit. So everybody, but you prepare everybody you can't, so that's why you prepare everybody on the casino. It's like, hey, this is what he does, don't act crazy, just act like it's a normal thing, because if you piss him off, he's gonna leave. So they called me from the biz like, hey, Rome's, Mr. So-and-so wants dinner for two in the steakhouse. I was like, you got the monkey? They're like, yeah. Steakhouse for two, him and the monkey, full meal. True story.
What did he do with the monkey's food?
Nothing. He took him home. He's not hungry tonight. I was like, oh, okay. No problem. That's just a true story. I'm not.
This is so bad. Would he sit there and hold the monkey's arm to like?
Hey, that doesn't matter. I don't care what he did with the monkey as long as he gambled. And but that's stuff. But you want to speak about that was one of the most devastating days of my career, because the dude was about a $500,000 player, and he was playing the casino. He partied too much. His girlfriend woke up the next morning and he was laying in bed. Won't get up.
Well, he went in his sleep.
Yeah, man. At least he died in his sleep. It's a good thing. But yeah, he was a heavy player of mine, man. It kind of that one crushed me a little bit because and we were close friends. We were very good friends. So it's never fun to get that phone call. Any of your players that you're close to or anybody, just you don't want to see that. Where
I'm sorry, I keep.
Oh no, I love you.
But in regards to building professional relationships versus like making personal relationships with these people that you know, like you want them to come in and lose money, but at the same time you want them to come in and have a good time. Like, is there any moment where you kind of have to consciously go, okay, well, I'm in business mode now, and now we got to have kind of a hard conversation, you know? Like, is there any weird moments with that? Or any stories that you have about that? Oh yeah,
you know when they start trusting you, because at the beginning you're kind of scared to approach them and so like when I first started, it's like, hey dude, he kind of owes $250,000. We need to collect. I was like, what am I gonna tell him? Pay now? Like when you build that relationship though, they start trusting you. You start picking up. It becomes natural. You start picking up the phones like, hey man, let me tell you this. Like I know we're friends. I love you to death. Blah blah blah. Don't do this shit again. Like, but when you start talking to them like that, they understand because that's the relationship you built with the guy. I'm not gonna come to anybody off the street like, hey, dumbass. Like, you know, you can't talk to these guys like you're talking to your homeboys sometimes. I mean, but a lot of them are business people as well. So they understand. Although they might not like your answer, they understand you're running a business at the same time. So if you tell them no sometimes, it doesn't mean it's the end of the world, and don't be scared by telling them no. But always have an alternate, like, hey, if they ask, let's say, I need a private jet to take me to Chicago, I was like, can't get you a private jet, but how about a first class ticket instead of a private jet? That's not gonna work, but I'll take it. You know, you can't, or somebody on the lower end, hey, can I get 2 to the steakhouse? Can't put you in the steakhouse, but I'll give you 2 to the seafood buffet. It's the same thing, there's always gotta be an alternate answer. No sucks, nobody wanna hear no. But if you give them an alternate, it kind of be like, okay, well, they tried, but they still took care of me, right? Just don't say no. I hate the word no.
I don't have that, but I have this.
Exactly. I can't offer you this right now. I'll offer you this part. I hate the word no. It is. It's one of the worst words in the world.
Earlier when you said that you wanted to make it complimentary everything, like the food and stuff, do you ever fear that people will just come to just get the free stuff and not gamble and spend that much money?
No, so the good thing is we have a player system, so anytime that you gamble or do anything, if you stay at the hotel and you use your card, it'll track it. Just like a standard hotel, you go to Marriott, you have your rewards card. We have the same type of card, and it tracks everything you do. It tracks every drink that you had, it tracks the food that you're buying, it tracks that you stayed at the hotel. Every game that you go to, if you're at a table game, you show them your card, it'll track that you played for 3 hours and you played $50 a hand. So when I say comp, we're comping based off of what we're
play.
showing that person does. So we're not just comping anybody that's coming in off the street, we're comping John Smith because John Smith has showed us based on his play that he's a $500 customer. So I'd rather take John Smith versus selling somebody a room at $200 a night because I'm gonna get more money out of John Smith than I would out of selling a room. So there's a strategy that goes with it. It's not just us comping. And the only time I'm comping this person's food is because I know that they're worth the food because they've gambled so much in the casino.
So take it like the reward program. Actually, our old CEO started the whole program, Gary Loveman. He's the one that brought the loyalty program. And now if you watch, even restaurants are doing that right now. Like some restaurants will give you this card. After 10 times you bought, the 11th one is free. Well, that 11 wasn't free because you already paid for like 10 of them. I mean, they're telling you it's free, but it's kind of not free. But it's brought you back in the door. And I can tell you,